Hi everyone, so I'm here with another Toxic Makeup Best and Worst video. These videos are so highly requested and I'm going to try to start putting them out more regularly like I used to. It's just been crazy busy lately and it's just really quick and easy for me to turn on the camera and talk about the makeup stuff. But today I'm going to be talking about CoverGirl that was requested by a subscriber. And basically I will link below like related videos I have on this topic. I have one, it's called What's in Your Makeup. It talks a lot more in depth about why I started doing these videos and why I started noticing and what the ingredients were in my makeup and skincare products, hair care products, you know, all that. And then what else? I think I also put some resources in there. Like I had read the book Not Just a Pretty Face. That was a really eye-opening book. And there's lots of other resources out there. So overall, CoverGirl didn't score very well. I will put across the screen some of the ingredients that give it high toxin ratings or bad ratings. And they're rated poorly because of their health concerns, such as reproductive toxicity. A lot of makeup and personal care products have ingredients that have those kind of effects, which is really scary. It makes you wonder why, you know, so many women are having a hard time conceiving, and even men too. I mean, just with their personal care products, they cause hormone disruption, immunotoxicity. Linked to cancers, like some of them are like formaldehyde releasers, you know, organ toxicity, irritants, cellular level changes that they cause, so they get into your DNA, which to me is like really freaky. But that's just kind of a quick, brief overview. And just to give you a heads up, some of those other videos I did, they were some of my first videos, so the video quality is not amazing, but I promise the information is really good. Honestly, I am just presenting this information. You can do whatever you want with it. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not somebody who does 100% organic natural products, but I've made a lot of changes since I started finding out about this stuff. There are two rating systems that I generally use to look up the ingredients and how the brands score overall. So one of them is through the Environmental Working Group, and it's called Skin Deep. And what Skin Deep rates, how it rates is 0 is the best score you can get, because what they're saying is there's 0 toxic ingredients in the product. And then 10 is the worst that you can get, the worst score, which means it's just loaded with really high toxin products that are linked to really scary health concerns. And I also use Good Guide, and Good Guide, it also rates products, but then only their rating system is like the opposite of Skin Deep, which can be kind of confusing. So for them, 0 is the worst score and 10 is the best. But they not only rate the products for their health ingredients and health concerns, but they also look at their social responsibility and their environmental responsibility, which I think is awesome. So something that's great about Skin Deep is while they don't have as many products rated as Good Guide, I found less mistakes on their website. And you can also go on their website and say you're looking for something that's not listed. You can plug in all of the ingredients and it will generate an estimated rating. So now I'm just gonna get going with talking about some of the products by CoverGirl and how they rate. And I'm just gonna apologize off the bat. I don't have a lot of CoverGirl products. It's just not my brand to like show while I'm talking about. But hopefully I will be giving you some information that's helpful. So some low toxin products that CoverGirl has is their Clean Eyes Eye Make Remover. On Skin Deep, they rated that at 2. The Ink It Perfect Point Eyeliners, the Lip Perfection Jumbo Gloss Balms, which I have one. This is in the color Cocoa Twist, and this is also in the low toxin range. It's just really pretty. It's kind of like a mauvey brownish kind of a nude color. It's pretty. Their Queen Collection Jumbo Gloss Balms in multiple shades. Yeah, and these, like in multiple shades, they had a low toxin rating. As far as Good Guide, I found that their Fresh Complexion Loose Powder in multiple shades had the best score that you can get. The Replenishing Press Powder also had a really good score. the triple lipstick lip colors in multiple shades, continuous color nail polish in multiple shades, which is awesome. I didn't know that because it can be hard to find nail polish that has a decent score. The Boundless Color Base Coat polishes, and then the Queen Collection 3-in-1 polishes. Those were the only products I found listed that had a low toxin rating on both websites. So now looking at some products that rated kind of in the moderate range was the Professional Natural Lash Mascara. It's a clear mascara, I guess. The Smoothers Tinted Moisturizers, Balanced Complexion Liquid Makeup, the CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless Foundation, the Lip Perfection Lip Liners, Clean Glow Bronzer, Line Exact Liquid Liner Pens, the Smoky Shadow Blast Eyeshadows in some shades, and then the Smoothers Concealer and the Clean Glow Blushes. Those all scored in the moderate range. And then the rest of the products that I found were scored, there was a lot more that were scored in the moderate range, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of some. There was a lot that scored in the high toxin range. One of them being the Shimmering Sands eyeshadow trio, which is really popular here on YouTube. A lot of people talk about it. I don't own it, but that got a high toxin score. And actually, what's interesting is I may have found my first mistake on Skin Deep's website, because they actually had 2 ratings for that. One of them placed it in the moderate range, and one of them was placed in the high toxin range, but it was the exact same product. So I thought that was interesting. And normally on Skin Deep, if the product that they have tested is more than 3 years old, they will label it as an old product, because companies are constantly reformulating their makeup and their products, constantly trying to make it better. And so if something's like 3 or more years old, the chances are that the formulation has changed. And anyway, so with the Shimmering Sands trio, neither of them were rated as an old product. So I don't know, but I do know that all of the other eyeshadows that I looked up and looked at, they were all in the high toxin range on both search engines. So I would think it's safe to say that it is in its high toxin, that it's probably the worst score. Something else that was in the high toxin range was the Clump Crusher Mascara. I bought this a while back. I think it was on sale or something at Walgreens. I never opened it. And honestly, now that I know it's high toxin, I'm just gonna return it, because it's not that difficult to find a low toxin mascara that's decent. So other high toxin products that they have are the True Blend Blushes, the Lash Blast Luxe Shimmery Volumizing Mascaras. Wow. The Nature Luxe Foundations, Simply Powder Foundations, the True Blend Bronzers. And then there was just so many more. I mean, a ton. So overall, though, on Skin Deep, they gave CoverGirl an overall rating of a 4.1, which is in the moderate range. For their environmental practices, they got a 6 out of 10, which to me doesn't sound very good, but apparently it puts it in them in the best 50% of companies as far as their environmental policies and practices. And then their social rating was a 5.8 out of 10, which again to me doesn't seem very high, but it again puts them in the top 50% of companies for their social ratings. So anyway, I think that's interesting. But something that's great about Skin Deep is, say you look up a CoverGirl product that you have, like this one, and it has a high rating, and you're like, oh no, that stinks. Well, they also will pull up, when you search it, some alternative products that you can use that have a better score, so, and a better health rating. So I think that's really cool. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I plan to do a high-end brand next. I usually try to go back and forth between high-end and drugstore. So if you can leave me your request down below, and I will try to get that out fairly soon. So thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thanks, bye.